In the early 1900s, the quiet town of Sudlersville, Maryland produced one of baseball's most powerful hitters. Jimmie Foxx rose from humble beginnings to become a Hall of Famer, a three-time MVP, and one of the first players to reach the 500 home run milestone. His story is one of determination, family, and small-town pride. Through the voices of Sharon Andrews, president of the Sudlersville Community Betterment Club, and Fox's third cousins, Martha Anthony and Loretta Walls, we revisit the life and legacy of a man who helped define America's pastime. This is Jimmie Foxx, the pride of Sudlersville. James Emery Foxx was born on October 22, 1907 in Sudlersville, a small farming community on Maryland's eastern shore. He was the son of Dell and Maddie Foxx, hardworking parents who instilled in him a love for the outdoors and the value of hard work. Even as a boy, Jimmie showed remarkable athletic ability in everything he did at Sudlersville High School.
People noticed him playing ball in the leagues and with Sudlersville High School, and he had such an athletic ability that somebody compared him to Jim Thorpe. Said that he actually was physically more fit than Jim Thorpe. That's quoted in one of the books that we have. So I didn't know that, but he was very sturdy, stocky, not real tall, but tall enough, and he excelled at everything he did. He played soccer, he played basketball one year, he played volleyball, and of course baseball, and then track and field. I don't know how he did it all. He got noticed. Home Run Baker noticed him. They noticed his prowess, the way that he just, and he was a catcher at that time, but he could also pitch a little bit. I don't think that was real successful, but it did pretty good.
Baker saw something special in the 16-year-old Foxx: raw power, quick hands, and a natural swing. By 1925, Jimmie was playing professionally, skipping the rest of high school and college to join Connie Mack's athletics.
He was sent a letter or a postcard in the mail to ask him to play baseball with the Eastern team managed by the Hall of Famer Frank Home Run Baker. He was one to take him to Philadelphia to introduce him to Philadelphia A's manager Connie Mack. Jimmie signed a professional contract at the age of 16 with the Philadelphia A's, paying $2,000 to acquire his services. He excelled with a remarkable career. He did not graduate from the class in 1925. By 1929, he was a major player for the A's as they won the World Series.
Jimmie Foxx's talents were undeniable, but the odds of a small-town kid going pro and rising to become one of the game's all-time greats were nearly impossible.
In the 1920 to 30 census, the population of Queen Anne's County was 7,650 people. Now I think it's 58,000 or something. And there were 16 teams in the Major League Baseball system back in 1920. My reference about this and why I think it's important is because we have this fella, Jimmie, who made it big, and look at the numbers.
Jimmie Foxx quickly became one of the most feared hitters in the game. By the early 1930s, he was the face of the Philadelphia Athletics, winning back-to-back American League MVP awards in 1932 and 1933, and leading his team to multiple pennants. In 1932, he hit an astonishing 58 home runs, just shy of Babe Ruth's record. He would go on to play for the Boston Red Sox, Chicago Cubs, and the Philadelphia Phillies, cementing his status as one of baseball's all-time greats. Even today, few have matched Jimmie Foxx's incredible 3 MVP titles: Alex Rodriguez, Mike Trout, and Shohei Ohtani among them. But only one man has ever gone beyond that mark: Barry Bonds. Success came easily on the field for Jimmie Foxx, but off of it, life threw him a few curveballs of its own. During the Great Depression, even baseball's brightest stars struggled. Jimmie was one of the highest paid players of his time, earning around $35,000 a year at his peak. But economic turmoil, bad investments, and family obligations took their toll. He lost his home, faced mounting debts, and later in life, battled financial hardship.
He kind of lost out of favor with Sudlersville for a while. Hard to understand, but he tried to get through the Depression at that time, and they lost a lot of money. Probably golf courses or whatever he had gotten into, at the time. He had bought a house for his mother and father near 301, but lost that. And then, of course, the baseball players were very good at drinking. They had a drinking problem. Of course, Fox, he probably had a few too, you know, but all those kind of things I think got to them, and they thought he was making a lot of money, but actually, was it really a lot of money, you know? He even came to Sudlersville and tried to cash a check for $100, and they wouldn't cash his check. And so, you know, he lost favor.
Even through hardship and his eventual passing, Jimmie Foxx's legacy endures. Today, visitors can celebrate his life and career at the Sudlersville Train Station Museum, where his exhibit showcases memorabilia and collectibles from his remarkable journey.
Well, of course, my favorite is his crown that's over there. That is from the Maryland Baseball Hall of Fame, his home run crown, which is amazing. And just to learn that someone that grew up on a small farm and made it so big back then it's just a great story.
Probably the postcards that the two of them wrote to each other when they were little, meaning in 1908, 9, 10, 12, you know, when they were, and that was the thing that they did back then is, I mean, they lived right across the street, but they would mail each other postcards about, you know, Happy Easter, Happy Valentine's Day, Happy Birthday. I mean, every holiday they did that. And then Aunt Maddie would send, you know, postcards to my grandmother. I have a huge collection.
If you would like to learn more about Jimmie Foxx or the area in which he grew up, check out this amazing exhibit.
Our museum is open the first Saturday of the month, May through December, 10 to 2. And we always celebrate Jimmie on the first Saturday in October to celebrate his birthday month. And we all have all of his artifacts out always, and sometimes we have a speaker, and, you know, just to learn about the history of Foxx.
With 534 home runs, 3 MVP titles, and a career batting average of .325, Jimmie Foxx remains one of baseball's all-time greats. A player whose power and humility defined an era. From the fields of Maryland to the grand stages of America's ballparks, his spirit endures. Jimmie Foxx, the pride of Sudlersville.